You've seen him on the Zooms. He is a leader. He is a future 6-star in this company. Nilbert is from San Diego. We shuffled the agenda for today, and some people hadn't seen it. They're like, when am I out? So it's for the speakers, it's in our WhatsApp when you're going up. But Nilbert has inspired me because he's a 3-star pro. It's not he's just a 3-star pro. He's a 3-star pro with a 6-star attitude.
Yes.
I wanted to be in one of the academies. I applied to the Air Force Academy, the Naval Academy, the Marine Academy, the Army, what's it called, West Point. And the only one I got was Merchant Marine Academy. And I'm like, I don't even know what a Merchant Marine is, but this guy lived the dream. He went out and served our country so well, and he is a future 6-star leader in this company. So I just want you to share a little bit about your experiences, what you're doing. How are we going to grow this thing to the 300 million? Because you're going to be a big part of it. So everyone, Nilbert, and how do you think Thank you, Corbin.
Okay. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for for being here, for showing up. I'm so blessed and humbled to be with everyone today. And like Corbin mentioned, a little bit of background. I did finish a career in the military. I finished 22 years in the Navy. And after retiring from the Navy, I decided to, I lost so much time away from my family that I decided I'd just be an entrepreneur, start working for myself. And then a little bit over 2 years ago, this opportunity found me, and I've never looked back since. So with me saying that, I guess it's pretty obvious this is my first time in this industry. No experience at all in network marketing. And just like Daniel mentioned, I love it. I'm in network marketing. It's my first experience here, but it has so much to give to a lot of people. So I just want to share a little bit of my experience in a little bit over 2 years that I've been doing this, and hopefully what I'm going to share with you today will help everyone build their business, build their organization a little bit faster. Because what I'm going to share with you today really can spell the difference between building your business, the speed to which you can build your business. So, we're talking about sharers and builders, okay? So sharers and builders. Now, it was a journey for me because when I started this, I really didn't know the difference between a sharer and a builder, right? I just started inviting people. I started, sharing the opportunity, sharing my experiences with everyone I can think of, right? Including, going to Asia, sharing it with my friends from the Philippines. Now, as a sharer, okay, I didn't know the difference, and so, when I got into the business, I was so excited. I'm sure everyone can kind of relate, on this with me. When you get people in your business, you're excited, they join the business, right? And then yes, you're moving, right? You're growing, right? But there's a big difference when people join in. Not everyone is necessarily ready to build, right? So that's one thing I learned. So as I got people into the business, it took time and effort to really, it took a lot of time and mentorship and a lot of missteps to really figure out, number one, who was ready to build, and number two, helping them step into that calling, right? So, and that's why I'm very passionate about building leaders and growing the business, because that's how you build this business faster, right? You get a lot of, you enroll people, yes, but you're looking for those people who think like you, who really want to build this and share this with as many people as possible. And basically, like minds attract like minds, right? So you're looking for people who think like you. So what is the difference between a sharer and a builder? Well, sharers, they both build products, right? Sharers love the product and they automatically or naturally share the everything about 3, right? But it's kind of like on a casual tempo, so to speak, like at work, or if you meet someone, hey, what have you been taking? Your skin is looking so much better. Oh yeah, we're taking this very, very high quality collagen. That's how they share. Now, occasionally they'll have customers, right? Or occasionally they'll share hey, we have something going on, we have an event. So it's kind of your, what I would like to call kind of like your part-time or casual sharing. Right? Now, builders, what are the signs that you have a builder in your organization? Right? You'll notice that they're more intentional. Right? They show up to training without being reminded to show up to training.
Amen. Yes.
Right? They show up to events. You tell them, hey, there's an event coming. Hey, I'm there. I have a lot of my team from San Diego here, so those are builders all right there. They're going to ask what's next, or how do I grow this, right? So that's your telltale signs that you have these builders in your organization. Now, there are questions that you can ask to help you discern, like in your organization, the people that you have, your team, like who actually would be good, or who would be who you can transition from a casual sharer into a very intentional builder, right? I call it level up conversations because you're trying to level them up. You're trying to open their mind and actually show them what the potential, what they can achieve with this opportunity, right? So, would you want to learn how to earn with this? Like if they're already using the product, or would you want to learn how to earn with this? Very simple, I would hope they would say, yeah, I'd definitely like to earn with this, right? What would you do with an extra $500 a month? Or heck, what extra $500 a week, right? Trying to kind of get them to see, hey, there's this thing that I'm already using the product. I already love sharing it. Why not turn this into a more intentional business, right? Help them do it more intentionally, right? Now, when you're looking at your organization and you're talking to your people, there are certain steps, and I think this has really helped my team when we have people who, they come in with the products, they come in using like they love the products and they occasionally share it. They get customer here and there. Don't get me wrong, our customer program is amazing, right? Our customer retail program is amazing, right? But if you really, and everyone here is a leader, so they already know our different compensation plans. If you really want to get to join our leaders here to our the France and Monaco trip, like the Maldives next year, then we have to make serious income, right? And you can only achieve that by leading with the business, right? By leading with the business and by helping them see what they can achieve with the business, right? So with the questions that I mentioned earlier, I just want to use a real life example. So I have one leader in my team that joined me almost 2 years ago, right? And I'm so fortunate to have her in my team. And she enrolled this very nice young lady as part of her organization. And this lady basically had a lot of health issues. So the main reason that my leader basically invited her is to really help her with her health journey, right? So her brand ambassador, she was using the products for I don't know how many months, right? And so this leader, she's a 3-star. She's one of my strongest. She's on my board of directors, and she basically kept asking her, "Hey, you're using the products. You're achieving so much, good results. Why don't you? Would you want to really earn with this? Would you like to really turn this into something more?" Right? Well, for flash forward to today, that because of what that leader did, and that leader's sitting right there. Her name's Lovey, right? She's a leader in the team. She basically didn't give up on this person. She mentored this person. She asked all the right questions, right? Kept motivating and kept inspiring this person. And you're actually going to hear this person speak later, or today, or tomorrow, depending on how the schedules were mixed up, as one of the rock star stories. So this is a clear example of what's possible when you ask the right questions and you mentor and you really take care of your team. So a follow-up system. What we normally do, we always check in with our team, with our brand ambassadors. Weekly check-in, like whether by message or by voice, or we get them on huddles, right? How they're doing and all that. So keep plugged in, helping them to keep plugged in themselves. Sharing a win or a team update. We're always good to with sharing. Hey, this is what's happening. Guess what? This person just made 1 star, made 2 star. So we always make sure to share all those wins because it helps. We're here to uplift everyone, right? We're here to support everyone. So we basically share that, and it helps keep everybody going. Sending, we have so many tools. Sending third-party tools like our 3 AI app, our 3 app. All those videos of, heck, I love using the Dr. Dan AI too. Like I always sometimes I just ask him questions for the sake of asking him questions and see what he tells me. And then you always ask the closing question, are you ready to take the next step? Are you ready to take the next step? So here's some thoughts I want to leave with you, right? Builders are grown. They're not found. Well, occasionally, if you're lucky, you get someone like a Samson or Corbin in your team, they're just going to go off running before you tell them what to do, right? They already know what to do. But for the most part, builders are grown. They're not just found. Okay? You have to spend time to mentor them and to show them a clear path. To see their potential before they do, that is huge. I guarantee you, with everyone here, there is someone in your organization right now who is just waiting to be invited to do more. And guess what? It's our job, right? Everyone here, it's our job to ask the right questions, right? And to show them a clear path. Not everyone will say yes. That's part of the game, part of this industry. Not everyone will say yes. However, those who do will thank you for seeing something in them before they saw it for themselves. Right? For you believing in them before they saw it. Because I'm so grateful, again, with no experience in this industry, I had amazing leaders and mentors who believed in me that I can do this before I even knew what I was doing in the first place. So you never know that your word, your question could be the spark, right? Start with one and keep planting, right? And I want to leave you with this quote that I love from Simon Sinek, right? It goes like, okay, our leaders, as leaders, it's not about being in charge. It's not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. So let's continue building. Thank you so much.
See what I mean about 6-star right there? The guy has been in the industry a couple of years, and he gets it. It's about serving. It's about showing up. It's about empowering people. I appreciate you, Nilbert. Thank you very, very much. Really good. Okay.